Upon receiving the equipment, remove the wrench and pry open the locking clips in sequence. This is the internal packaging. Unwrap the plastic film and first remove the main rotary evaporator unit. Use your own tools to loosen the 4 bolts securing the main unit. Rotate to raise the 4 foot pads. Remove the instrument from the shipping box. Locate the sealing rings as shown in the video. Loosen the lock nut on the 3-way flask. Slide the secondary sealing ring followed by the main sealing ring onto the rotating shaft. Install the rotating shaft. Remove the lock nut from the gearbox and fit it onto the mouth of the 3-way flask. Insert the open retaining ring onto the flask mouth and align it with the top port of the gearbox. Place a sealing ring between the gearbox and the flask mouth. Support with both hands and tighten the lock nut. Insert the vertical rod into the rod clamp sleeve. Tighten the screws. Vertical rod installation is complete. Prepare the secondary condenser bracket and the condenser itself. Ensure that the rubber ring on the bracket supports the condenser during installation. Pre-position the secondary condenser tray, place the condenser on it, and have one person hold it steady. Once positioned, tighten the bracket. Take out the medium-sized clamp and sealing ring, and connect the blocked condenser to the 3-way flask. Tighten the screws. Attach the locking clip to the vertical rod. Tighten the screws. Connect the primary and secondary condensers, place a sealing ring between them, and secure with a large clamp. Secure with straps. Connect the highest point of the collection flask to the secondary condenser. Place the check valve at the joint and align it with the lower outlet of the secondary condenser, then secure it with a clip. Adjust the position of the collection flask to keep it vertical, then tighten the tray. Install the discharge valve and mixing/vent valve as per the illustration. Connect the PTFE extension tube to the feeding valve. First insert the sealing ring, then insert the feeding valve, with PTFE tube, into the feeding port of the 3-way flask. Evaporating flask installation. Remove the locking nut for the evaporating flask from the gearbox. Install the sealing ring. Fit the flask nut onto the 3-way flask mouth and insert the open retaining ring. Tighten the nut. Install the pressure gauge bracket and tighten the screws. The included thermometer can be mounted onto the 3-way flask. Tighten the nut to secure it. When not in use, seal the thermometer with a nut. Install the sealing rings on the water nozzles in order. Screw the sealing rings onto the 5 connection points between the main and secondary condensers. Install the exhaust port attachment. Tighten the screws. Connect the provided vacuum tube to the vacuum pump's exhaust port. Vacuum controller connection. Connect the vacuum pump to the controller. Pump port connects to the vacuum pump. Ventilate is the exhaust port, no piping needed. Application connects to the rotary evaporator. Power port and switch are located on top of the controller. The lower part has vacuum pump serial ports. Connect the pump port of the controller to the intake port of the vacuum pump. Connect that application port to the top port of the vacuum gauge. Connect the second port of the vacuum gauge to the vacuum port on the primary condenser. Connect the third port of the vacuum gauge to any vent valve port on the collection flask. Connect the inlet of the cooling pump to the outlet of the primary condenser. Connect the outlet of the pump to the inlet of the secondary condenser. Connect both ends of the condensers with silicone tubes. Turn on the power switch. The screen displays real-time vacuum level. Top of the screen shows current vacuum set point and timer. Vent button for releasing vacuum. Start button to start/stop operation. Press program to select single point or multi-step mode. Single point program settings. Set vacuum, bar range 1 to local atmospheric pressure, P0. Hysteresis, bar affects vacuum fluctuations and pump cycling, range 1 to 300 bar. Time, min range 0 to 5,999 minutes. Use Open to access one of 5 stored programs. Hysteresis, 1 to 300 bar. Click Edit to enter program editing. Each program supports up to 5 steps. Instrument configuration. Tap Settings to enter the password. Pump delay, MS delay for vacuum pump on off. Valve delay, MS delay for solenoid valve on off. B. Sensor calibration. P0, bar local atmospheric pressure. Reset, restore factory settings. Click OK to return to main screen. Vacuum feeding operation. Check the vacuum level and leaks after starting the pump and controller. Once confirmed, open the feeding valve to refill under vacuum. Close the valve after feeding. Add coolant water between min and max level. Turn on power, screen shows real-time temp. Use slash to set target temperature. Press menu slash pump to run circulation only. Press run slash stop to start both compressor and pump. Indicator lights will flash. Press menu slash pump again to stop compressor. Pump continues. Long press menu slash pump to enter menu. Set max and min operating temperature and buzzer on off. Wait 3 seconds to auto return to main screen. Use slash to adjust water bath height. Use black knob to set temperature, speed, timer, and interval. Press spin to start rotation, indicator lights up. Press heat to start heating, indicator lights up. Heating stops automatically once set temperature is reached. Material collection procedure. Open the vent valve to equalize pressure in the collection flask. Check valve seals the flask. Close vent valve. Open the discharge valve to collect material.